Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. On the mic with Mike. And we got my man Mark Bowen. Marky Mark is here with us of Westchester Commons fame. Sir, welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Mike.
Alrighty, so tell us here, and there are times we were together last week, not together like together. So, exactly.
Right.
We were flying. Mark Bowen was flying solo last week, but this time he brought back a friend of the family. The organization is Bridging RVA. See, I got it, not the other. Yes, Bridging RVA. They're the folks who take care of kids and sleeping and all those things. Mark Bowen, take it away, sir.
Yeah, so I'm Mark Bowen. I manage Westchester Commons in Midlothian. We always have stuff going on. We've got townhomes going up like wildfire. They're selling townhomes that aren't even built yet, but it's doing very, very well. That is the Edge by Stylecraft. And they're also doing some touches on some new restaurants. We have two new ones that are forthcoming, announcing shortly.
Not now.
Not now.
I just want to say I was out at your locale last week 2 times. One, I went to Centro.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get my palate up, because I'm not exactly the most cultured person. And then I had another stop at the seafood.
At Latitude.
Okay.
All right. Well, they're doing very well too, as well as all of our restaurants. We have now over 20. We'll have 23 by the time these two open this year. So
and everything across the board you guys have there.
Every kind of satisfaction of any palate that you can imagine. But we do have a big concert series going on. We've already put down 4 of those. We've got the halfway point coming up next Thursday on July 23rd. It is KOS, and it always benefits a local nonprofit, and this time it is Bridging RVA. And I have Leanne Sawyer with me today.
Yeah, welcome back. We're in our new digs now. Last time I saw you, we were on the south side. People they got their visas done, came over here to have Ranko. But for you, man, we rolled out the red carpet.
You crossed the river.
We did. I crossed it for 6 years, and everybody's complaining now. Do you know about the traffic? Yes, I do. I did it for 6 years. Ma'am, tell us who you are, what you do, because we know you guys do some amazing work.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm Leanne Sawyer with Bridging RVA. I'm the executive director there, and we're here to talk about today 150 beds for 150 kids. It's an annual event that we do every October after the school year starts. We go into the schools and ask the community and schools coordinators, social workers, healthcare workers, if they know of children that are sleeping on floors, sofas, or with multiple people in one bed. And we provide brand new beds, bedding, pillows, everything that comes with a bed into the home for these kids.
One of the things that you guys do some amazing work. I know, what do you have, a staff of like 30 or 40?
You're looking at the staff of Bridging RVA.
I'm looking at the entire staff. So you guys have a lot of volunteer help. Touch on why that's important and how that impacts what you do.
Well, volunteer for everything that we do is very important. And I will say that we pride ourselves in having an excellent volunteer experience along with a community impacting service. So this beds event, it's going to take probably between 130 and 170 volunteers to get these beds into homes on one day on October 17th. All you need to do that is a car that we can put a box. Now that mattresses come in a box,
they do.
You can fit it in the trunk of your car. So it used to be we would need a truck or a trailer to come and pick up mattresses and box springs. Now we don't. It's very convenient to pick up the mattress, put it in your car, we hand you the bedding, the delivery tickets, and you go into the homes and you set up this bed and you get contact with these families and you see the impact that you're making on these families. And these children are so excited to see a bed come into their house. It's an amazing opportunity on both ends.
A lot of times we hear children, we hear schooling, we hear of a number of things. We don't think of bedding a lot of times. And so that's very important. How did that become one of the staples of what you guys do?
Well, we knew that we were made aware of this need in the Richmond area about 14 years ago through another organization, and it really spoke to, most of us grew up with a bed.
Yes.
We didn't think of it. It was a bed. It wasn't a luxury.
It was a bed.
It was a
our
bed. And when we were made aware of this in our little city, Richmond, that there are kids sleeping, so many children sleeping on the floor. And unfortunately, it's not something you can measure. But I can tell you, we'll send the Google sheet out to these organizations, and within 2 weeks, I have a waiting list for kids for beds. It's not something we've ever been able to say, okay, we filled the whole need. It's going to be ongoing. It's going to be something that there's a need all the time, just like food insecurity and, kids needing lunches. It's going to be something that we're never going to complete. So as long as we can do it, as long as we have volunteers and funding, we're going to be providing new beds to kids.
Leanne Sawyer, Mark Bowen is here with Mike. Changing the world is not cheap, easy, or free. How can people help you guys?
People can help us by, if they want to go to our website, which is bridgingrva.org, there's opportunities to give financially. There's opportunities to give of their time and talents. So they go there, they can get information. If they want to talk to me individually and see how they can get involved or how they can help or how they can partner with us, they can go to info@bridgingrva.org and send me an email, and will respond to every single one of them.
What other events do you guys have during the year?
So fall is a busy time for us. So we do the beds event, which we've been planning for about the last 6 months, raising money and awareness for it. And then right on the tail end of that, we are now at the same time planning our annual Christmas Day dinner, which we do at downtown Richmond, and we feed around 3,000 people on Christmas Day.
I saw you on TV with that. Coming from the military, that is an operation, how you guys run that. I mean, it is organized beyond belief.
Yeah, talk about a community event. And you know what? We've got it. I knock on wood, we have got it down. We've got a template down for it, and we have got partners that are consistent and provide the spaces, provide the coolers, the walk-in coolers and the tractor trailers and everything that. And we have got volunteers that beg to participate in that. So I will say the Friday after Thanksgiving, and hopefully I'm on here again reminding people about it. The sign-up sheet to volunteer comes up the Friday after Thanksgiving, and within 5 days, it's full. And that's over 300 volunteers.
And that's at which church?
That is at Congregation Temple Bethahaba. And neat story, they give us their location every year. They basically hand us the key and say, here's our kitchen, here's our fellowship hall, it's yours. They don't use it on Christmas Day. They said, you use it. We want to help impact our community, which they do in a big way.
So the fall for you, exactly.
Yeah.
But it really is helping the community. Mark Bowen, so that takes us over to you. The concert series. This is exactly what you talk about.
Well, it shows our customers that we are supporting those organizations in our community that are doing good. And it's not always the big guy. In fact, it's never the big guy. We look for those organizations that not only need the financial impact, but the time to tell their story. It lets them be introduced to a new audience. They may never have heard of Bridging RVA and what they do, but they get to tell their story. They get to raise a lot of money. They take all the money from beer and wine sales, and then they can take donations as well. But the biggest thing is you're asking for something, whether it's time, talents, or treasures, and it's a friend raiser, not just a fundraiser. And once you're in the concert series and a part of it, you can stay up for 5 years because it does take more than one time to tell your story.
So, Leanne, when you tell people what you do and you tell them, you're going to get the look of, what is it you guys do? And then when you tell them, what's the look and response when you talk about, like, the bedding for kids?
So when they say, oftentimes people look, you say, is that really a need?
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't know it until you don't know what you don't know. And we say we put kids in beds. And basically, we put kids in beds that are sleeping on a floor. We went into a home a couple of weeks ago, and it was a cinder block apartment, like there are plenty of them in Richmond. And these kids had a dirty blanket and a throw pillow that they had been sleeping on the floor. And we put them in 4 beds that day. It was one of the saddest ones we'd went into in a long time. And I know last night those kids slept in a bed.
And you know it's a big deal where you see that it really makes a difference to go from a floor to a bed. I remember a person saying they got their own bed. I've met people who hadn't had a bed till they went to the Army.
Mm-hmm. But do you know what we've discovered through talking to people, and really it impacts every aspect of your life. And you know what, these children, school age children, that's our leadership. That's our future leadership. And if they can stay healthy and get a good night rest, they're going to do better in school. Yep. And you know what? It maybe will break a pattern. And if they go to school rested and alert, the teachers, they're more of a sponge and can become good leaders for our future.
I always talk to people like you, ma'am, who are nonprofit folks saving the world. How do we find the next generation of keeping them going? It's not, they say this new generation is more, I guess, in tune to helping. How do we find the next generation of folks who will go to the nonprofit world and support communities?
Well, do you know what? I wish we had time to really sit down and have a roundtable to talk about that, because it is something that we've been talking about as a board. My board is all around my age. We're in our 50s, and, we're thinking, what is our 5-year, 7-year, 10-year plan? And I would love to find somebody right now, which we are purposefully seeking out to start mentoring within our organization, that has a heart to do the things that we've been doing, to hand it off to. And you're right about, when I was in my 30s, I probably would have said, I don't have time to do that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And if we could just get in front of people and say, listen, it really doesn't take that much time. It takes a heart. And if you can sit with people and get a group of young people and say, what's your passion? And a lot of times they say, I don't know what my passion is. Then my thing is, what bothers you more than anything else? To me, people being hungry and kids sleeping on the floor, it's a heart thing for me. If we can find the heart thing for these kids, then you find the drive behind it to make the difference.
So you are from State College, and so I tell people, I went to California when I was 20 with the Army, and I found holistic living. I didn't find that again until I went to Penn State, because I know, and people say, why is that? Young people believe the world could be a better place. And
you're right.
I believed it, and that's how we built this. That's one of the reasons why Westchester Commons, you guys do this. Everybody thinks it's about the money. No, it's about people knowing who you are, mm-hmm. and makes it easier. I know when you guys go through times, talk about where we are right now from a funding standpoint. I know with you guys, it's challenging.
It is challenging. The thing, and I get reminded all the time, it always shows up. But we my husband and I say, okay, we have a zero balance on this credit card. If we have to use it, we'll use it. But we could always use funding. This is an expensive endeavor. This and the Christmas Day dinner cost, tens of thousands of dollars. This betting thing is around $40,000 to pull off. Funding, I'm probably halfway there. But it'll work. And if you're out there and listening, bridgingrva.org, you can give online.
And on top of that, at the concert series, who is it?
It's KOS. Yeah, one of the Richmond's most popular bands.
And
it'll be a big crowd.
So it is, 3 minutes? We call it the fastest 3 minutes in fundraising?
That's already copyrighted by somebody else. But
the concept is the same.
Yes, it is still.
They do not own.
They don't own that part of the show.
No.
But it gives, again, once you tell who they are, then people are very willing to give. And if they can go around with pillowcases, mm-hmm. and they'll fill the pillowcases. In this case, it's perfect because it symbolizes what Bridging RVA does.
There you go. What else is going on out there with you, sir?
Well, also next weekend we have our Christmas in July Crafters Showcase on the 25th and 26th.
Santa's back?
Santa may show. Santa's been working in his workshop.
You are the king of the media team. It's Santa. We have some restaurants. Really? I can't tell you. What is Christmas in July if I can't say Santa's going to be there and I'm going to be there?
Well, I mean, it is an opportunity to find some gifts that you won't find any other time of the year. I mean, I've already bought 3 or 4 Christmas gifts myself. Just put them away in the closet. Don't forget that they're there, so you'll buy them the next time. but they're local and regional artisans and crafters, and it's a really, really nice
And that's
event.
well attended. I mean, you can find some.
We do them 3 times a year. Once in the spring, once in Christmas in July, and then for the holiday
There
season.
you go.
And then, of course, the peach truck will be returning on July 29th. We'll bring you some South Carolina peaches, Mike. I promise you
So
that.
you're saying those peaches
I've
are
already
off the tree
2 days before they
and they
deliver.
are hauling tail to get here.
I just got rid of 25 pounds of peaches, most of which I gave away. And they were outstanding.
They're amazing.
I will say they are better than the South Carolina peaches I bought 3 weeks ago in Greenville, South Carolina.
And they will be at Westchester Commons.
And they will be rolling their 53-foot tractor trailer up. It'll be full of peaches. You do have to pre-order thepeachtruck.com, because don't wait to come and expect to have some. They may or may not have extras, but they were sold out 2 days before.
I don't have to go get them myself, do I?
They can deliver them to you.
Oh, no, I'm talking about I don't pick them myself.
You don't have to pick them.
I'm staring. Looking.
It's a big box, and it's about 70 to 75 peaches in a 25-pound box.
There you go.
And you can make anything and everything with peaches.
Peach
It is
cobbler.
peach season. Yes. And of course, Tea with Chocolate and Gelato is doing very well. They just had their grand opening last week, and you got to stop by. It's authentic gelato, some amazing chocolate, espresso, avocado.
Speedo season, sir.
Hey, but you can't pass up a
European.
treat. Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, lots of stuff always going on in Westchester.
All right. It is amazing what's going on out there. Live, work, play, everything at Westchester Commons. The food selection is amazing.
Yep, second
And
one.
also, so is the music concert series. Ma'am, one last time, tell us how to reach you.
bridgingrva.org or info@bridgingrva.org. Either way, we will respond to you quickly and efficiently. And I just want to say thank you to both of you guys. We appreciate this.
So, beds in October.
Christmas in December.
That's the way to do it, folks. On the mic, Mike will